Hello friend, in microbiology lecture there is a lot of interesting material to study. One of them is applied microbiology material. On this occasion, we from Group 3 will present about bioremediation. Using a journal source entitled Bioremediation of Contaminated Soil with Heavy Metal and Pesticide in Influence Factor Mechanism and Evaluation Method, whose members are Sinta Amelia, Karisma Putri Mahardani, Rahmawati Bucianti Kusuma Dewi, and Devi Tirtasari. Okay, number one, soil pollution. Soil pollution is a serious problem because of the large scale and long-term use of P3 was caused by industrial and agricultural development. Inorganic and organic contaminants include heavy metal, pesticide, petroleum hydrocarbon, and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon can affect soil quality and function. Heavy metal come from natural or anthropogenic sources such as steel, erosion, burning of fossil fuel, mining, and pesticides. This metal can be degraded naturally into non-toxic form, but have extensive and long-lasting retention in the soil. Meanwhile, pesticides can be degraded but are widely distributed at relatively low concentration due to their excessive amount and continuous use. Okay, next, bioremediation. Bioremediation is a process that harmful pollutants are transformed into non-toxic compounds by active organisms. The ideal outcome of bioremediation are that polluted sites can be restored to their original condition without any other harmful effect on the environment. Living organisms include actinomycetes, fungi, bacteria, and plants have shown the ability to remediation of contaminated soil with heavy metal and pesticide. Next, microbial remediation. Microbial remediation is a safe and eco-friendly technique for soil contamination. Microorganisms have used as catabolic potential for the bioremediation of pollutants and then break them down into less active or toxic compounds or immobile them. Actinobacteria are effective for remediating soil contaminated with chromium and pesticide. Streptomyces sp. M7 is an example that can reduce both chromium and lignite. Engineered bacteria are based to address contamination with heavy metal and pesticide. One example is Spingibium japonicum 2026. This can remove cadmium, chloride, PFAS, and lignite. Natural bacteria that can handle contaminants are also being explored. Some bacteria like Bacillus sp. Acadi1 can degrade pesticides even the presence of heavy metal. Fungi, especially mushroom, can absorb contaminant and secrete enzyme to promote degradation. Clitocybe maxim Bladrhotus erynii and Copticus comacus are examples. Even span whose round substrate can be used for remediation.
Is a microbe-mediated process to remove or immobilize contaminant. Microbe degrade some organic pollutant into end product or into metabolic intermediate that are utilized as substrate for cell growth. There are various methods of microorganism remedying metals such as binding, immobilization, and oxidation, transformation, microbial remediation. About metal and pesticide contamination can mainly group into 5 subclasses: biosorption, bioaccumulation, biomineralization, and biodegradation. Is a clean way to clean up soil using plant. Certain plants can tolerate and remove food, heavy metal, and pesticide from the soil. Plants absorb pollutant through their roots, store them in their bodies, heavy metal, or break them down. Pesticide. Root secretion help beneficial bacteria grow around the roots, which further help break down pesticide. Some plants, like Ricinus communis, are good at removing both heavy metal and pesticide. However, this is always the case. Other plants may not grow well or be able to remove pollutant effective if the contaminant is too severe. The success of phytoremediation depends on several factors, include the type of plant, its growth stage, soil condition, and the level of contamination. Considering both biological and non-biological factor is important for successful cleanup. Combined remediation. Combined remediation is a technique that combines two or more methods to clean up soil contamination. One common approach is plant microbe remediation, which levers both plant and microbe for better results. Microbe help make pollutant more available for plant to absorb and can also help plant tolerate the contaminant. Plant provide a good environment for microbes to grow a resilient through their roots. This technique can use different types of plant and microbes depending on the specific contamination. For example, hyperaccumulator plants are good at absorbing metal, while pesticide-degrading microbes can break down pesticide. Studies have shown that plant microbe remediation can be successful in cleaning up the contaminant with both heavy metal and pesticide. Effect of pollutant. The effect of pollutant on bioremediation can be positive or negative depending on the specific pollutant and organism. Heavy metal can be toxic to microbe and plant, but low concentration may stimulate their growth. They can also change the way pollutants are absorbed by organisms. Pesticides can harm microbe and plant, but some microbe can break down pesticide as a food source. Pesticides can also affect how metals are absorbed by organisms. The presence of both heavy metal and pesticide together can have complex effect on bioremediation. Sometimes the combined effect is greater than the sum of the individual effects, synergy, and sometimes it less antagonism.
Pollutant effect. Bioavailability of pollutant is affected by the presence of other pollutants. They can commit organics and soil particles or form complex with each other. Biodegradation of pollutant can be inhibited by the presence of other pollutants. Heavy metal can inhibit the enzyme that microbes use to break down pesticides. Uptake of pollutant by plants can be affected by presence of other pollutants. For example, some pesticides can reduce the amount of metal that a plant can absorb. The next effect of this interaction depends on the specific pollutant, organism, and environmental condition. Factor bioremediation. There are abiotic and biotic factor. Abiotic factor is 1. Soil pH. The optimal soil pH for pure remediation generally range from 6 to 8. Soil that is too acidic or too alkaline can inhibit the activity of microorganisms. 2 is temperature. The optimal temperature for pure remediation generally range from 20 to 30 degrees Celsius. Temperatures that are too low or too high can inhibit the activity of microorganisms. 3 is pollutant availability. The availability of pollutant in the soil can influence the rate of biodegradation. Pollutants that are not easily available to microorganisms will be more difficult to degrade. 4. Soil salinity. High soil salinity can inhibit the activity of microorganisms. 5 is organic matter content. High soil organic matter content can increase the soil absorption capacity for pollutant, thereby reducing the availability of pollutant for microorganisms. Biotic factor. 1 is type of microorganism. The types of microorganisms involved in bioremediation can influence the rate of biodegradation. Microorganisms that have the ability to degrade certain pollutants will be more effective in bioremediation of soil contained with these pollutants. 2 is competition between microorganisms. Competition between microorganisms for nutrient and living species can affect biodegradation. More competitive microorganisms will be more effective in bioremediation. 3. Adaptability of microorganisms. Microorganisms that are able to adapt to contained environmental conditions will be more effective in bioremediation. Bioremediation mechanism. 1 is biosorption. Biosorption is the process of absorbing pollutants by the biomass of microorganisms or plants. This process occurs through physical and chemical interaction between pollutant and the cell surface. 2 is bioaccumulation. Bioaccumulation is the process of absorbing pollutant into cell and metabolizing them. This process is influenced by the physicochemical properties of pollutant and the ability of organisms to transport and convert pollutant. 3 is biotransformation. Biotransformation is the process of changing pollutant form into less toxic form through the enzyme activity of microorganisms. This process can reduce the mobility and toxicity of pollutant. 4. Biomineralization. Biomineralization is the process of forming minerals by organisms to immobilize pollutant. This process involves interaction between pollutants and the organic matter produced by organisms.
Effectiveness evaluation methods. 1. Chemical analysis advantage, profit, and ideal idea of the level of contamination. Disadvantage of the over-risk times risk due to ignoring bioavailable. And 2. Bioavailable analysis advantage, profit, a different perspective on the effectiveness of the remedies. And disadvantage devote to twist the regulable estimation methods according to condition. And 3. Exosociological analysis advantage, evaluates things in zoological risk after remediation. And disadvantage requires long-time observation and intensive monitoring. And 4. Soil characteristic analysis advantage, reflects the recovery of soil function after remediation. And disadvantage, need to ensure the stability and robustness of the indicator used.
conclusion, soil pollution is a serious problem because of the large scale and long-term use of petroleum waste caused by industrial and agricultural development. And bioremediation is a process to harmful pollution and adjustment into non-toxic compounds by living organisms. And the microbial remedies are a safe and eco-friendly technique for soil contamination. Microorganisms have metabolic potential for the bioremedies of pollutant and then them turn into less active toxic compounds of immobile them. And microremedies a green way to clean up soil using a cleanse, curtain, score the tolerance and remove both have metals and pesticides from the soil. Combined remedies is a technique that combines two or more methods to clean up soil contamination. The effect of pollutants of bioremedies can be positive or negative depending on the specific pollutants of organisms. And there are two bioremedies factors, namely abiotic factor and biotic factor. Microbial remedies about metal and pesticides contaminants can mainly grouped into 5 subclasses: bioabsorption, bioaccumulation, biotransformation, biometallization, and biodegradation. And there are 4 methods for evaluation the effects of bioremedies, namely chemical analysis, viability analysis, histological analysis, and soil characteristic analysis.
That was our explanation. If you have anything you want to ask, just ask in the comment column. We will be happy to answer your question. As our from use is there is something wrong, we apologize. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.